Good morning, Faith Lutheran. I'm Chris May.
And I'm Shay Turner, reporting live for the Faith Lutheran News Network.
As many of you already know, today is a free dress day in honor of the first semester finals, starting on Friday and continuing on December 19th.
Remember, even though the final testing days are half days, you must wear your normal Faith Lutheran uniform each testing day.
That's right, Shay. Within the season of intense studying and continuous preparation for finals, it has some students questioning how finals are beneficial towards them.
Isabella Gutierrez reports on why finals are important and talks to students about their study habits.
Hello, I'm Bella Gutierrez with the FLNN. With finals approaching soon, I went around asking faculty and students what they think about finals and the best way to study for them. Throughout the year, students study for tests and quizzes, but studying for finals is a whole different story. Some students study weeks in advance, and some cram the night before. Do you think finals are beneficial to students?
Honestly, no.
Yes, I think they are.
No, not whatsoever. Because there's really big tests that test you on your knowledge, but why don't you want to learn some more knowledge? You know what I mean?
I think that they are beneficial because it shows what you know and what you're not sure about.
I believe that finals are beneficial because the students need to be able to gather the knowledge over the course of an entire term and then prove that the knowledge that they're learning along the way is something that's staying in their brain for moving forward.
Do you have any tips for studying for finals or studying in general?
Yeah, don't go to sleep. So drink a lot of Red Bull.
I study by making Quizlets and studying them and looking over them whenever I have the chance because memorizing it is the best route for me.
I'm Bella Gutierrez with the FLNN.
Isabel, this isn't the only season for finals, but it is also the start of the basketball season.
The JV and varsity boys and girls teams have had 2 home games so far and more to come.
Timothy Ng reports more on the basketball season and what the rest of the season holds for the team.
Hi, I'm Timothy Ng reporting for FLNN. Basketball season has just begun and we are all excited. Not only do we get to see Coach Walter and his team play, but we get to see all other teams play.
Athletes express their excitement for their season.
I expect to play hard and win games this year.
I expect us to win every single game from this point on. I expect us to go all the way.
I expect that Nick Macchioni will drop 40 multiple games and Jet will have a dunk this season.
Players give an insight of what they need to improve on.
I think we have to rebound the ball better on both ends of the court and take better shots.
I think we communicate off the court really well, but just in games we need to talk a little bit better.
Transition D, communicating more.
The coach tells us on how their players warm up before the games.
Right now at the beginning of the season, we're mostly focused on what we do well, so we spend a lot of time working on our offensive sets and our defensive rotations, and then usually before games, then we'll talk about the other team's personnel, what their tendencies are, what they like to do, and try to prepare the guys to know what those are in advance so they're prepared to see them in the game.
The basketball players also gives us information on how they feel about their team.
I think we have a really good team and that we'll win a lot of games this year if we play hard.
I think we're going to be great. We've been great, and we're just going to keep doing a good job.
I feel really good. I feel like we got a great group of guys, and I feel like we can do some damage out there.
But please come support the home games this season. I'm Timothy Ng, reporting from FLNN.
Thank you, Timothy. Another big thing here at Faith is technology, especially within the high school students.
But does the use of social media negatively impact our lives? Nora Paulus reports more on this story.
Good morning, Faith Lutheran. I'm Nora reporting to you with the FLNN. Many students don't think about the consequences or impact that social media can have on a student's life. Students give us insight on how they use their social media accounts. Many students are unaware of the harsh consequences that come with misusing social media. Ms. Burns enlightens us on what some of these consequences are and what to think about before students post on social media accounts.
Well, I think that posting on social media, when you're upset or you're angry or you're hurt or you make a poor decision can hugely impact your life. It's incredibly competitive to get into colleges these days. Colleges do look at who you are, and your social media is a part of that. It can get you in trouble at school. It can get you in trouble with friends. It can get you in trouble with parents. There's a whole lot of things that can go wrong. Stop and think. Try not to post anything when you're angry. And then I think the general rule is if I wouldn't say it to someone's face, I shouldn't say it online. And if I would not be comfortable reading it or looking at it with my mom or with Mr. Bowline or Mr. Fogo or Dr. Booth, then I probably shouldn't post it either.
Mr. Chalfant tells us, on average, how many kids he catches in class misusing their social media and how this can affect their life as a student.
On an average, it depends on the time of day, but we're catching 5 to 6 students per period. It's very distracting for a student to be doing social media when a teacher is trying to teach a class. Also, there are things that go on in social media that we really, as a Christian school, don't want happening.
Students tell us how they use their social media accounts and what kind of posts they decide to put on them.
Especially on Twitter, because I have a lot of college recruiters looking at me. So that's really important to me. I try not to tweet curse words. Also, on my fake Instagram account, my mother follows me, so I make sure that all of my posts are clean.
We ask students if they let adults or authority follow their social media accounts and how this affects what they decide to post on them.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I think you're more aware of what you're posting, and you kind of keep away from posting derogatory things, and you're just more aware of what you're saying.
Remember, always think twice before posting on social media. With the FLNN, I'm Nora. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Nora. Speaking of statistics, according to the National Center for Biotechnology Information, it's common for teens to feel self-conscious, but you should not constantly feel bad about your body or about what you're eating.
That's right, Shay. Anna Masseri reported on students' opinions on the teenage dieting and their health.
Good morning, Faith Lutheran. I'm Anna Masseri, reporting from FLNN. Has anybody ever told you that dieting is a good thing for teenagers? Lots of teenagers around the world are self-conscious about their physical appearance, causing them to go on a diet. We talked to some students on campus about whether or not they believe dieting is really a good thing for their bodies. Dieting is a common way for teenagers to try to lose weight and become healthier. But does dieting really do all that? Nurse May believes that dieting as a teenager can negatively affect your growth and development.
Well, certainly it can, because as a young person, your bodies are still developing, your brain is still growing, your heart is still growing, a lot of your organs are still developing. So you always want to make sure you're getting the proper nutrition when you're growing, so everything can develop correctly.
McKenna Bell believes that everybody should be on a diet if they want to be healthy, especially athletes.
It affects my life because I'm a volleyball player and I have to be healthy, and so in order to be healthy, you should be on a diet.
Vanessa Loudon, a vegan, believes that mostly vegetables are super important for you to stay healthy.
I'm actually a new vegan. I eat raw till 4, and I think it's really important to nourish your body with proper food and nutrients that it needs. So I think, fruits and vegetables are super important.
Overall, the students and teachers on campus at Faith Lutheran all have different views and perspectives about dieting. Remember, make sure to always put the right things in your body so that you can live out your high school years to your full potential. Signing out from FLNN, I'm Anna Masseri. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Anna. On another note, Christmas movies are a big part of Christmas traditions.
Michael Jaramillo found out what some of Faith's students' favorite Christmas movies are.
Hi, I'm Michael Jaramillo. Christmas is almost here, and one of the best ways to celebrate the holiday season is by watching movies. We asked students here about some of their favorite movies they're looking forward to. Students are excited about the movies coming out this holiday season.
I'm really excited to see the new Star Wars movie as well as the new adaptation of Dickens' Christmas Carol entitled Collateral Beauty by my boy William Smith.
Star Wars Rogue One and Collateral Beauty.
I'm looking forward to see Rogue One. That's coming out in like 2 weeks or 1. Also, I'm looking forward to later on seeing Logan and stuff, so yeah.
We also asked students about their favorite holiday movies of all time.
Far, without a doubt, Die Hard.
If I had any, it'd probably Elf. I don't really watch it.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That one's really good. Also, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Some people prefer seeing movies in the theater, while others like waiting to watch them at home.
I think there's definitely something to be said for the movie theater experience, to where you go, it's an event when you see it in the theater. At home, it's just really lazy, you're not really doing anything, lights are on, etc. So I prefer the theater experience by far.
Either or, doesn't really matter to me.
At home, because I don't want to pay to see a movie I already have, unless it's like new and I don't have it.
Before you start watching movies, be sure to prepare and do well in your finals. For FLNN, I'm Michael Jaramillo.
Thank you, Michael. Within the month of December, all the way through the third week of January, the Motor Speedway hosts its annual Christmas light show.
The Christmas Light Show at Speedway is a fun Christmas event to go to with family and friends. Connor Peravia reports more on this story.
Hello, I'm Connor Peravia. This holiday season, I'll be reporting about the many Christmas holiday traditions around Las Vegas. I'll be visiting the Motor Speedway and showing you a variety of houses with different lights. Let's go check it out.
The Motor Speedway was packed, seeing with these videos that there was tons of cars there. Most nights it is like this.
The Motor Speedway Light Show is a complete charity-based foundation. I asked local Boy Scouts why they're out here and if it put them in the Christmas spirit.
We saw hot cider, hot cocoa, buttered popcorn, kettle corn, and lots of other stuff. And so you just walk through this drive-through and everyone gets to see lights. Yes, it actually does, because everyone comes down here to the Motor Speedway to just see lights, and that just gets me in the mood for Christmas.
So we're out at Glittering Lights, and here it's a beautiful light show where you drive under a bunch of glittering lights, and you can drive up. They give you coupons if you want to get some free hot chocolate and stuff, and then we have a bunch of merchandise for sale. We're Troop 912, but we have alternating troops that come through.
The Motor Speedway also had festive Christmas music, 106.5, their own very channel. Listen to the best Christmas songs available. The Motor Speedway Light Show is a great time to spend with friends and family. Feasting on caramel popcorn and looking at the festive lights is an amazing way to spend this holiday season. Well, I hope you enjoyed the beautiful lights. Merry Christmas. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Connor. Speaking of fun Christmas events, this weekend is the last weekend to see A Christmas Carol at Faith.
That's right, Chris. This weekend has 3 shows. Friday and Saturday shows are at 7 and Sundays is at 4.
For the FLNN, I'm Chris May.
And I'm Shay Turner.
Merry Christmas.